October 1347. Messina Harbor, Sicily. The salt wind from the sea bites through the morning fog. Dockworkers mutter beneath their breath as a peculiar ship rolls into view, one of 12 Genoese vessels, half sunk, barely moving, like bodies drifting toward shore. No one knows it yet, but Europe's breath, its heartbeat, its certainty is about to stop. A fisherman named Matteo grips a coil of rope in his trembling hands. At first, he simply sees figures leaning over the rails of the arriving ship. He thinks they're waving, but they're not. Their dead teeth blackened, skin bruised purple, bodies swollen and leaking. And below deck, something worse waits. Rats crawling between corpses, fleas burying into fur, the plague riding on their backs like a silent general leading an invisible army. The harbor erupts into chaos, but it's already too late. The moment Matteo touches the ship's rail, the world changes. One man, one moment a spark in a dark room. The flames will consume continents. Within days, Messina is coughing blood. Priests refuse to bury bodies. Families abandon the sick in locked houses. Streets crackle with the screams of neighbors. Matteo dies alone, clutching his chest, praying to a God who no longer answers. From Sicily, panic spreads north, first to Genoa, then Venice, then Milan. The roads fill with wagons carrying the dead. The rivers fill with bodies that no one dares to touch. Trade routes that once connected Europe begin carrying something else entirely. Extinction. By early 1348, the Black Death strikes Paris. King Philip VI orders public prayers. Bells toll over the Seine. No one knows that the bells will soon toll endlessly. Across the Channel, Edward III, King of England, watches his subjects fall. Children collapse in their mother's arms. The earth fills faster than the gravediggers can dig. Londoners begin wrapping their dead in straw and stacking bodies in empty churches, silent mountains of lost futures. Doctors are powerless. Learned men whisper that the air itself has turned poisonous, that comets have cursed the earth. Some blame the stars. Some blame God's anger. Some search for mortal enemies, strangers, outsiders, the innocent. Fear becomes a weapon sharper than any sword. But the truth is microscopic. A bacterium, Yersinia pestis, bursts through the bloodstream, turning veins into rivers of death. The plague makes no distinctions, rich or poor, noble or peasant. It kills kings and beggars with equal cruelty. In Avignon, Pope Clement VI burns cedar wood night and day to cleanse the air. When bodies pile against the palace walls, he consecrates the Rhone River, allowing survivors to toss corpses into the water. The river becomes a floating grave. The world slows. Fields go untended. Trade stops. Harvests rot. Europe feels itself suffocating. Voices fade. Footsteps disappear. Entire villages fall silent, doors swinging open with no one left to close them. By 1350, nearly half of Europe is gone. 25 million souls erased. And across the scarred continent, a single question echoes through empty streets and haunted prayers. Did God abandon humanity? Or is this the moment humanity begins to abandon God? For in the wake of the dead, something new is already rising, something that will redefine Europe, faith, power, and the idea of what a human life is worth. But on this night, as Europe watches the stars through smoke-filled skies, the world does not feel like it is changing. It only feels like it is ending.